kick a redneck woman, take your boots and walk out of my life. And I said, ooh, get back my heart, you kick a redneck woman. I can't be no cowgirl paradise. When I looked at her and she looked at me, and I looked back and she looked back, and we went out together for...
Lyle Lovett is an American country singer-songwriter and actor from Texas. He started out as a solo act doing folk in the early 80s. During a trip to Luxembourg, got invited to sit in with a band that he knew, and they did some of his songs, and he discovered that he liked the sound of having a band behind him. Also, as a result of that sit-in, he was invited to do a demo tape, which then led to a recording contract. So his first album came out in 1986, and 11 albums later, he's still going with a slow but steady output. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was Lyle Lovett's second album, and it's my first time hearing this album, and it might be my first time actually hearing Lyle Lovett sing. I am aware of him. I'm not sure to what extent. I've seen him in a film, and I can't remember what the film was that I saw him in, so I do know who he was. And I was expecting it to be grittier than it is, because I know that he's listed or generally thought of as being alternative country, and actually I thought it was more straightforward than I would put the label alternative on. So it's an interesting album in some ways. So the first 5 songs, it's almost like an album of two halves. The first 5 songs are all clearly country. They've got all the trappings on here, including kind of slidey guitar sounds and stuff going on, and country type rhythms and harmonic structures and stuff. Then we get a lounge jazz song, and then there's a almost blues song, in fact pretty close to blues, and then there's another jazz song, and then there's a couple of more acoustic folk songs, and then we finish off with a Charleston type song, which is, yeah, there's quite a mixture in here. So he's definitely got a country voice, but it's not nasal. I actually like his voice, so I found that when I've been listening to country, I tend to often prefer female country to male country because of the tone of the voices in here. But I liked his voice on this. I'm going to reference Loudon Wainwright III, who's also a country singer who has a similar voice, I would say. But also I'd say that there's shades of Michael Bublé, who's not a country singer at all. The thing that was important for me is that it's not overly nasal. I really find that I respond badly to nasal voices, unfortunately. So I have 2 things I'm finding that I don't like about country. There's a lot of country that I really kind of sneer at. And the 2 things are the nasal singing, and the other thing is mawkish songs where they're just trying to manipulate your emotions so strongly. And so not nasal, and also not too mawkish. There are some songs in here that are definitely, kind of romantic and about loving women, and that's a little bit cliched, but it's not too bad. So there are some songs that are more interesting than that, though. The first song is it gets you in nicely because it's a song about if I had a pony, I'd ride my pony. No, it's the other way around. If I had a boat, I'd sit on my boat. If I had a pony, I'd ride my pony on the boat. And it's about being on a pony on a boat. It's just a bizarre idea. And there's a nice track. My favourite track is probably the bluesy track, which is M-O-N-E-Y, except he mostly pronounces it M-O-N-E-Y. There's a nice kind of take on it. There's all sorts of other stuff going on here. There's some good humour in some of these tracks, which is often something that attracts me as well. So I really enjoyed it quite a reasonable amount. It's well played. It's got good feel. Like I said, it's not too mawkish. It's not nasal. I found it fairly entertaining. So I liked it. What do you think? Please do let me know through the comments box. That's it from me for now.
Now to find a man good loving ain't an easy thing to do. You gotta know just what you're looking for and where to find it too. She's hot to go, she's ready. She's hot to go right now. She's hot to go, you got to know. Let's stop and do it, girl.